Boom. Keep him coming.
Hey now everybody, this is Mad Circle 70 bringing you a special commentary on behalf of Bobbybarks 1v1 tournament. Janos Maiden versus Dunkin, ladies and gentlemen. Center checkpoint, they're squaring off. Janos has got the safari hat on, Dunkin rocking his usual fedora. They're circling one another here in the center checkpoint. Dunkin throws in the smoke bomb. Janos dodges it like a legend. And they're squaring off here. Center checkpoint. Any second now. It's like you're waiting for the explosion to happen and they just charge at one another. They're both hesitant. They charge in. Janos burst rifle gets Dunkin down. It's like the calm before the storm. It's like they were both sitting there and then just boom. Janos got the burst rifle. He's measuring Dunkin. Dunkin's got the semi-auto. They're going to square off here. Oh, Janos had got the first shots on him. Dunkin throws in a smoke. Smokes himself. And Janos capitalizes it. 2 spawns ahead. Janos Maiden. Dunkin behind the van. Janos going for that long range smoke bomb. That might be good if Dunkin was still there. Instead, Dunkin comes around the corner, whips out a Molotov, and burns that straggler alive, or Firefly, or however you want to say it. It looks like they're both playing as hunters, so this is ultimately confusing. But anywho, let's see. They're circling. They're coming around each other. Dunkin's got another molly. He puts in one shot. Lets him know he means business. Throws a smoke bomb. Gets the stun. But does not capitalize on that stun. He gets another stun. There's another molly. And gets him down. We are tied. Level, ladies and gentlemen. This is going to be an exciting match. I can already tell. We have Janos Maiden hopping out the window. Behind the dumpster. They're charging in the 24. Little corner shooting action here. Okay. Dunkin's waiting for him to make a move. And Janos is perfectly happy just standing here. He throws in a smoke. That's a good bomb right there, ladies and gentlemen. Janos coming in, shooting through the smoke, and puts Dunkin down. That was a great play. That was a really great play. Janos Maiden buys armor. Buys armor. We are 5 minutes into this match, and he's already buying armor, ladies and gentlemen. Dunkin. Scott Lone Wolf sees that samurai helmet is sitting firmly on Janos' head, and he is backing up. That's a very great move, actually. He's going to grab this box. He's going to try to grab this box. Janos charges in with a one-hit stick and puts Dunkin on his ass. What do you do? Upgraded burst rifle, aggressive Janos Maiden player with armor. This is a tough situation. Dunkin crafting an orchid stick. But he's running. He's behind an ambulance. Janos taking up dominance via verticality, but Dunkin is having none of it. Bobbing, weaving, ducking, dodging. He is... Oh, and he finally gets put down. He had him waste an entire clip of burst rifle shots just to put him down once. Alright. Dunkin down by spawns. Hops into 24. Still. Oh, Dunkin switches over with a burst rifle. Okay. Now we have burst rifle versus burst rifle. Janos Maiden. He's running away. Dunkin's got that stick. He tried to swing and a miss. Now we got Dunkin coming. around the corner, hopping out the window. He tried to hit him with the stick again, but unfortunately those burst rifle shots stopped him in his tracks. And Dunkin is down by 4 spawns, ladies and gentlemen. This is not the way I thought this match was going to go when I heard what two were going against each other. And Dunkin tries to get him with the stick again. Janos Maiden stopping power with the burst rifle. And it's only singly upgraded. Now I know you can stop with somebody with an unupgraded burst rifle. But to do it with a single upgraded burst rifle. Oh man. Now Janos is kind of running over him. Steam power. Full speed ahead. He wants to dominate him with as many spawns as possible. Dunkin still has 7 minutes left. Do not count him out. He's only up by 6 spawns, and there's a little over just under 7 minutes to go. But now he's down by 7 spawns. Okay, I stand corrected. I love an underdog story. I love a comeback story, and everyone knows that Dunkin is the crown prince of comebacks. Let's see what he can do here. He lands that stick shot. Finally. Gives him a little disrespect with the teabags. Doesn't take off the armor. That could be a big mistake. But he does finally manage to orc him with the stick. He's been trying to do that this entire match. I'm so glad that he finally lived up to the expectations. And Janos puts him down with the burst rifle again. Oh, wow. Now there is literally only about 4.5 minutes left. Dunkin buys armor. He's running. He's got the revolver in hand. Janos is in pursuit. He wants that armor off. Throws in the smoke bomb. That's a pretty good smoke. Dunkin swing and a miss. But he lands the second shot at the same time. And that's a draw. They call each other out. But Janos Maiden is still up by 7 spawns. Dunkin needs to make a move. He needs to kill him at least within every 20 seconds in this new match. He's going to have to spawn trap him. He's going to pull out all the shenanigans if he thinks that he's going to get back into this match again. Dunkin healing up. Fat 1. Dip dodging. Moving. Oh, Janos has got that angle though. Look at that. This is somebody that plays Telu and knows how to maneuver through the map. He was working on every angle in order to put Dunkin down there. And he still has armor. I don't foresee Dunkin coming back from this. I think this is all she wrote. Dunkin switches over to a bow. And Janos has him pinned down behind this green little, whatever you want to call it. He's got him pinned down. He's got the angle. He's got everything. Dunkin's teabagging. See what he does. Oh, I was waiting for him to pop out and whip a headshot out, but unfortunately that didn't happen. There, he's just toying with him now. And Dunkin goes down. So we have Dunkin. Does not look like he will be advancing into the next round. At least based upon this match. Janos Maiden got to dominating him a little too early and did not have enough time to come back. It does look like the two of them are having a good time though, which is very important. Dunkin gets him down with a one-hit stick. Still doesn't take off the armor. I think he's pretty much given up on his match. I wish he would switch over to a flamethrower or something along the lines. If you're gonna down somebody fun with a little bit of fun, you know, you might as well just switch over to a flamethrower and call it a day. Dunkin trying to hit those bow shots. He's still charging in. He's only got a minute left and he's still charging in. He wanted to get him with the stick one more time and he does land it. I don't know how many times he's landed the stick, but I know the percentage is certainly not as good as how many times he's tried. The enemy, unfortunately, is winning. And Janos Maiden. GG's, bud. Uber aggressive. Landed those shots. Knows how to maneuver through checkpoint. Good luck to you in your upcoming matches. Thanks, Bobby, for the opportunity to commentate again on one of your matches throughout this tournament. Bobbybarks 1v1 tournament hype. This is Mad Circle 70, signing out.
What's going on, everyone? Bobbybarks here, and welcome to the round 8 draw. So these are the last 8 players in quarterfinals 1v1 tournament. We started with 832. We're down to the last 8, so the quarterfinals, if you like. So let's just talk a little bit through these players then. Wreckage 11, he finished 2nd in his Group B, but he was up against the winner of Group A in round 7, which was Romance Jones, and he managed to come out on top of that. Janos Maiden had that fantastic win against Dunkin in round 7. I think that was a little bit unexpected. In fact, both these players come through round 7 outside my prediction. Didn't expect either of them to make it to round 8 after I saw the draw. However, Janos did extremely well. Wreckage as well did extremely well. So it's nice to see a couple of underdogs getting through to round 8. The way you're looking at this bracket at the minute, by the way, is not the actual draw. We're going to shuffle these in a minute. We'll do a dummy shuffle first, and then we'll go on to the actual real draw. So Bobby's Bellends had that really weird round 7 game, and it was one of the few ways I could actually get round for the two of them to have the fairest opportunity to get through. Bobby's Bellends and Purist in the Game played in round 7, and it was really difficult for them to play each other because there were some connection issues. So every time they tried to join on one another, it kept kicking somebody, or it wouldn't allow them to join on each other, which very strange. Not sure what's going off in there. I live in the same country as Bobby's Bellends, and I've never really had an issue connecting to Purist in the Game. So I don't know what was going on there. So we did that scenario where I played both of them, and whoever beat me by the most went through to the next round, which was Bobby's Bellends. I did predict Bobby Bellends, but have probably beaten Purist in the Game as well, and having played against both of them, I still have that belief that Bellends would have won that game anyway. MX Solidus, very dark horse in this tournament, come through unscathed in the last one against Logan Beast Rage, which I didn't expect. I thought Logan would have won that one, but Solidus has proven to be a solid opponent. Done extremely well to get to round 8. Should be very proud of himself. And so too should these two as well. I mean, Two-Faced Ghost and Penetrated Ellie, both unknown quantities. I think Two-Faced Ghost played in quarter 1, it might have been, I think. And then he had some issues with his PSN account and he had to withdraw. But he's back here in quarter 4, done really well again. Massive underdog. In fact, I think he was one of the seed 4s that I put through in the group stages. Done really well. And Penetrated LA, we know it's somebody's alt account, not quite sure who, but they've played really well, and they've got through to round 8. Believe that 18, I always believed that he would have a strong chance of getting this far in the tournament. Keep bigging him up a little bit. He gets better and better every game I've watched, and he is probably one of the dark horses to take this tournament. And then we've got Janos 520, who again, another dark horse, come through seed 4 again in the group stages, but he has played absolutely brilliant from start to finish in every game he's played. He took all 3 games in his group stage, which nobody else left in round 8 did. Bobby's Bellends lost to Beaten by a Girl in the game that we didn't show, so he would have it would have played 3, won 2, lost 1. So those are the people that are in the last 8. Massive surprise. I think if some of the seed ones hadn't have withdrawn from the group stages, we might have seen a different lineup here. But nevertheless, these 8 fully deserve their positions here in these quarterfinals. So let me show you how we do it then. This will be the bracket going through to the final as well. So whoever ends up in this box here will go through to this box. The winner will go through to that box. And so we're not going to do another draw after this. This will be the bracket through to the final. So we did it before in previous rounds, so I'm going to show you how, in previous quarters should I say, so I'm going to show you how this works here. If you're new to it, we just hit this button here and then we click the shuffle button. So this is a dummy draw, this is not the live draw. So dummy draw here, just click the OK button, then it shuffles them up a little bit. So as you can see, it's just moved people around in the boxes a little bit, and people are playing different opponents to what they were when I first loaded the screen up for you. So that's how it works. I'm now going to do the full live draw for round 8. So here we go. This will be who is playing who. Shuffle. Okay. Bing. So we've got Janos Maiden versus Janos 520. We've got Penetrated Ellie versus MX Solidus. We've got Believe That 18 versus Bobby's Bellends. And we've got Wreckage 11 versus Two-Faced Ghost. So we've got some really, really good games there. Janos Maiden versus Janos will be a fantastic game. Really looking forward to that. Penetrated Ellie against MX Solidus. That could go either way. I think Ellie might have the upper hand there, but I've written Solidus off in previous games, and he's just been really, 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 really good. Put in a shift, put in a really good performance, and got the result and the rewards to go through to the next round. Believe That 18 against Bobby's Bellends. 2 of the better players that I would say that are the better players left in this quarter are actually going to go up against each other. So that is probably the tie of this round, I would say, based on my experience with both players. And then we've got Wreckage 11 versus Two-Faced Ghost. Again, we've kind of written these 2 off in previous games. I mean, Two-Faced Ghost has played exceptionally well, particularly in the group stages, and Wreckage 11 did really well in his previous round against Romance Jones. Certainly didn't expect him to come through that one, and you know, he's sat here in round 8 against an opponent that he will feel he'll have a strong chance of beating. But there is no bad players left here. You know, these guys are the last 8 out of 830. You know, the massive achievement to get to this last 8, and it's going to be interesting seeing some of these games that we've drawn here. What will be interesting as well is that, you know, going through to the semi-finals, you've still got some very potential good games. You know, the winner of this one versus the winner of that one, and expect the winner of this one to get through to the final, and I would expect the winner of this one to get through to the final. So I'm predicting, you know, one of these 4, Janos, Janos, Believe That, Bellends. I'm expecting, if I was a guessing man, if I'm going to back me money right now and put it on right now, I would go for a Janos Bobby's Bellends final, and that would be a really, really good final because they're both hunting rifle players. So that will definitely be a great final to watch. But, you know, stranger things have happened. We've seen a lot of upsets in this tournament, a lot of surprises, and really, really looking forward to watching these next set of games. So, thanks for watching, guys, and hope you enjoy it, and look forward to it as much as I do. Bye for now.